I can feel us sitting around the campfire together.
Mm.
That feels really sweet to be here with you guys. Thank you.
Oh,
Um, so we always like to start off with a prayer of gratitude. Shareef, do you want to start us off today?
certainly, just um, wonderful to be here with you all, and recognizing that the intentions we have to continue to bring light into this world, and grateful for all of our relatives in this life. Um, those that are two-legged, no-legged, one-legged, all celestial life, our ancestors. We're grateful for you. We remember you here, those who are keepers of the light, and we just want to ask and invite that all good medicine flows through us, knowing that we just participate in this collective consciousness together. And our intention is just to be a voice, to share, and we ask that we are guided in that which is of the fullest blossom and greatest good. Ashe.
Oh, may it be so. Thank you.
Maybe so.
Rios.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So first, just second, a quick check-in. What's one word that comes to mind for each of you when you listen to how your inner self is feeling right now?
Curious.
Bright.
Celestial.
And I'm happy to be here with you, bright, curious, celestial beings listening together. So I wanted to talk today about listening with the ocean, because I hadn't actually been out on the ocean in quite a while. And other than just like quick little dips and swims, and yesterday paddled out with a girlfriend, and it felt so good to be out on Grandmother Ocean and swimming deep in her body. And every time I go out on the ocean and in the ocean, I feel like it's one of the rare times in our human life that we get to actually enter into like the womb of the earth, you know? And that just always feels so special and beautiful to me. And so, and there's many metaphors for surfing in particular, that resonate for me as life lessons. And we've got two avid surfers on the line here with us, with Shareef and Andrew, and two pummeling surfers, myself and my dad. And but we love to get out there when we can. So I thought it'd be really cool to talk about like listening with the ocean, and what comes up for you when you think about lessons that the what you hear from the ocean.
Hmm.
And I'll just let you guys go popcorn style with what comes up for you.
Yeah, I think I can go. Um, Growing up in and around the ocean, what always came up for me was kind of the element of movement and how everything is, always moving, but when you are with the ocean or in the ocean or witnessing the ocean, um, there's this sense of change that's always happening, and there's the tide that flows kind of in and out, and there's the waves, this energy or pulse that's come from, could be like in the entire other side of the planet, or just a couple miles away with wind. But there's this movement, and there's this energy that you can visually see, and you can actually ride and have fun, and you can surf it, and you can
Well, you can actually ride. I can't always actually
all of
ride.
us can ride and surf.
Yeah,
um, yeah, for you can at least play in it, and you can
yeah.
feel it. And I think the ocean, compared to, there is always waves of energy moving all around us in the air and in vibration, but in the ocean, it's actually felt and celebrated and seen, and so that, I don't know, there's something special about that to me.
Thank you. Popsters.
Waves of the ocean flow with ease. The waves flow with ease. So, great Mother Ocean is a source of healing and inspiration and teachings and medicine and beauty and power. I have great respect for Mother Ocean, what she can do with her power, and that the waves continuously flow. The waves continuously flow. So I can't control the waves. I can't stop them. I can't make them do what my ego might want them to do. And so I'm left with, how can I create a relationship to these waves that are constantly changing in different shapes and forms and energy and this, that, and the other thing? How can I create a relationship to those waves so that I can access their power and use them to help me go where I want to go with a power greater than myself and have a good time while doing it? So I don't have the skill to be a skilled surfer, but I try, and I'm out there pretty frequently on my paddleboard or my kayak, and paying attention to the waves, how to be in relationship to them, to access their power, to do what I want to do, go where I want to go, using that power greater myself, and have a good time. So gratitude to Mother Ocean, and prayers for her being treated once again in a respectful way, for clean waters and ocean waters and bays and lakes and rivers and streams, and us two-leggeds waking up to see our connection with her and what we need to do to heal her so she can be singing joyful songs of happiness. Hey.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, I deeply appreciate the healing of the ocean. And um, what immediately comes to me is I had the wonderful opportunity to do an externship working with a great organization, Surf Circle, that provides surf therapy for young folks, teenagers, teenage males. And it was phenomenal to sort of be in that space and see the power of the ocean. There's so many.
Shareef, what was the name of the organization again?
It's Surf Circle.
Surf Circle. Okay.
Surf Circle.
Yeah.
A phenomenal group of who I call friends, psychologists out of the Wright Institute uh, here in the Bay Area, um, and uh, essentially this that when I think about, there's so many things that come to me when I think about the ocean, but that water, being out there and participating, collaborating with nature in a therapeutic sense, made me more curious about within my own diaspora, of how to uh, um, better commune with the ocean to provide um, therapeutic healing for inner city African American youth. And this is what my um, dissertation has been on. My research, a lot of my
Mm.
research has been on this
Oh, wow.
particular
I
subject.
didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah, so there's there's history there, but God, I could go on and on. But I think essentially, if I was to boil it down, when I think about water in and of itself, and I love watching people walk towards the water at the beach and wondering what comes up for them. But um, this idea of uh, once you touch, I heard an elder once share with me, once you touch a drop of water, that water now changes and is never the same. You know, and you hear that no two snowflakes are alike.
Hmm.
The
Yeah.
capacity of water to transform from something that's hard as stone to as fluid, to evaporate, cold and hot. It's just so much of the earth. It is what encompasses the earth, and it encompasses a majority of what we are as people. And I think of a baby being born and how this. I was recently having this conversation with my son. How this your body. There's so much um, attention that's given to the physical manifestation, the matter of the body. But when we're born, we have we're within this womb. within this, we come from this water space, we're within this womb, and on the exterior of that womb, outside is a life. There's a earth that's mostly water. Then there's more physical matter. Then it comes to the womb, and we're within this embryonic fluid. And then there's more physical matter. And then within us, there's the blood that carries messaging, this water, this fluid all through us. But the one most common feature in all of these spaces, the veil is thin with our physical matter, but it's the water within us and outside of us that has this real spiritual essence. And it's really beautiful to, uh, you know, to just start to listen and notice and pay attention to the power of water. Dr. Emoto, in all of his experience of all of his research around chanting into water and the crystallization of water with positive affirmations, and sort of this murkiness of water with negative thoughts and words expressed to it is phenomenal. So water is, there's so much there, so much diversity within it, and an incredible, powerful spiritual force that I think of spirituality when I think of water.
Yeah. I don't remember who the researchers were, but I know there's been research about like water that is put in a microwave and like what happens to the health of the water and the microbes in the water, and water that's like talked to with love, and how the like little teeny ions or whatever they're called, I'm not the science person, in the water change. So it's the same thing with humans and trees and all the plants, that there's just more and more science backing up that loving nonviolent communication. uh,
I mean, Kimberly, like when you cry, I mean, when you get sad,
yeah,
you know, water comes out.
yeah,
When you get overjoyed, water comes out. You get really excited and passionate,
yeah,
water's everywhere. It's just every part of who we are, and it's so connected to our emotion, you know.
yeah, yeah. So I used to be bummed, like kind of embarrassed about how easily I cried. And then someone told me that tears are an overflowing heart. And then I was like, oh, okay,
Mm.
I can go with that one. Have you guys ever like,
The tears help the
pardon
flowers
me?
grow. The tears help the
There you go.
flowers grow.
Have you guys ever cried when you're out in the ocean, and that like feeling of like your salty tears meeting the salty tears of the ocean?
Hmm.
I, I've whooped in joy, but I haven't cried.
I think there's been a tear at least shed, or actually, no, there's been quite a few. I take it back. Um, but, oh, we got it. Yeah, I'm thinking of a moment where this one time there was a whale that was just offshore, and I was lucky enough to paddle my paddleboard to it, and it was kind of resting in this kelp bed. Um, and I got within maybe 20 feet of it, actually probably less, and um, looked almost directly down into its eye, and its eye was, way bigger than my head. And yeah, something just like primal came over me, this like deep love, this sense of just remembering and connection with the earth. And yeah, I think I was brought to my knees like on the paddleboard in that moment. And just whales in particular, there's something about the spirit of the whale and the remembering and their wisdom. Whenever I see whales or even dolphins, moments where dolphins will come out of nowhere and come join me, in surfing or paddleboarding, and just that reminder that nature is again on our side, and if we open, without fear or any sort of aggression towards it, they're wanting to they're willing to trust us, and we can trust them back. And so those moments, I have these like aha remembering of our interconnection, and yeah, super super impactful.
Mm. Mm.
Amen.
Yeah.
There is something about whales and dolphins in particular that just feel, and seals too, I guess. Just they feel so like they want to connect with us, like they want to communicate with us. There's a local marine biologist, Holly Lohui, local here in Santa Barbara. She works with the Ocean Futures Society with Jean-Jacques Cousteau. I always get mixed up which generation. Um, and uh, and and she does a lot of her work is with whales in particular, and she talks a lot about how there's certain ones that recognize certain boats and certain marine biologists. And
I don't know.
hi, mom. It's a family affair here. um,
Well,
yeah.
actually, excuse me. Literally, excuse me, because she said Mama San said she's got a load of groceries there in the car, so I'm going to go bring them in and I'll
Okay.
come back.
That's funny. I love it. How's your partner, Shareef? How's she feeling with the baby on the way?
Well, that's what I was thinking about when I was thinking about the water and the
Yeah.
baby and this. It's just been such a incredibly spiritual journey. Um, waiting for baby Samaya to arrive. Uh, there is a lot of these conversations like this one we're having, you know, with with one another, and just the woman's capacity, this Mother Earth, to hold life, to be with life, to commune with life, and it's really phenomenal. Everything, this journey has been quite a journey to this point, um, and also thinking about Aeneas and Troy, my other two sons, and
Hmm.
their kind of the way that they show up and participate in this journey as well has been beautiful. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess everything is go time when the water breaks, right? And
with
it's
the ocean and childbirth, all of the above.
all of that, and
Yeah.
I just I'm so deeply loving this subject and this
Mm.
topic because water is so sacred for me.
Hmm.
I have sort of these traditional Polynesian um, um, ceremony tattoos that I was gifted with, and but a lot of it is around the water here that you see, and um, it's always been a place that I've gone to and I've felt a part of that whole the water spirit. And to be quite honest with you, also, and I was sort of touching on this before, but this healing piece, there's a transgenerational healing piece for me, and when
With water,
I
you mean, or
water in
ocean in
particular,
particular, or
yeah, I mean, just thinking about my ancestors and
mm,
The Akan from Ghana and the Fang from Gabon, but the west side of Africa, and the transatlantic slave trade, and I grew up in communities of folks where the cliche or the saying, the stereotype, there you go, was that black folks can't swim,
mm,
and there's like uh, this sort of um, uh, uh, within the community space, this aversion to really going into water and swimming in water and being around water. And I'm on the board of an organization called Black Surf Santa Cruz. This incredible um, executive director, young executive director, 5 years now. The program's there. Recently announced Patagonia is sponsoring their organization
oh,
as
that's
well,
awesome.
and among some other great sponsors. Um, but
That's
who
great to hear.
the mission of this organization is sort of inviting black and brown people to back to water spaces and offering pop-up surf training and engaging in various activities within the water at the beach. And it's not so much about conquering the wave and sort of using the wave as a way to just excite yourself and find exhilaration, but it's a way of sort of healing these past wounds and reconnecting with the water body in and of itself. There are a lot of there's these incredible documentaries that are out now that sort of speak to this history, but there are a lot of uh, um, there's a lot of movement that is sort of that about reconnecting with
Mhm.
water.
Mhm.
And Mami Wata is another great it's a fashion line out of South
Mhm.
Africa that
I
is
love that name, Mommy Wada.
Mami Wata, and
Mommy Wada.
it
That's
is
awesome. I love
there
that.
are some great surfers uh, that have come together, and they have these really beautiful narratives and stories around their designs and fashion, and they're supporting, other uh, young people from the African diaspora who are interested in pursuing surfing, and
Mhm.
they're using cotton that is sourced um, responsibly from South Africa in their clothing and making of clothing. And it's just all of these. They were featured in Vogue not too long ago. No, I'd say it's been about a year or so now. Um, but at any rate, all of these different movements about water and sort of returning to water as a source of healing and growth. And, um, it's not just something you just jump in and take a shower and bathe with.
Right, right.
You can wash everything inside of you. It doesn't just hydrate you. There's a spiritual component
For
to
sure.
this
We
element.
stay alive with it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's also uh, being out in the ocean and back to like the trying to surf and pummeling that I was saying my dad and I do. Um, for me, it's like, I mean, it's the only thing you do in life that you're literally like your any sport or activity that your turf, so to speak, is like constantly changing, right? So it's like it worked one time and then the next time it doesn't, and you're like right back where you started, um, and I'm actually going through something similar with that with a family member who's dealing with some health stuff. But just what a good metaphor for life, because get off the football field or the soccer, lacrosse, or whatever field that's somewhat stable, but underneath that, everything's always changing. So the value of learning how to like drop in, pun intended, and with the the ever changing field around us,
Mm.
and makes me think of one time I spent like 3 months down in this amazing little town in Costa Rica, and was fortunate to be able to do yoga like every day, and a lot of it was like around surfing and breath work and stuff like that, and so I had this mantra that every time I would get like knocked over and be pummeling around, because my instinct is like panic, oh my gosh, when am I going
Mm.
to make it back up, right? And I learned I would literally just say in my mind like yoga calm, yoga calm, yoga calm, and that would just remind me to like relax, and then of course I would pop back up, fortunately, um, and so the power of yeah, uh, such a good metaphor for life and mantras. And Dad, you're super into mantras. You use them a lot.
Waves of the ocean flow
There
with
you go.
ease. Waves
Yeah,
flow with
yeah.
ease.
Mm.
Are there any other like teachings that any of you would like to share that with our community out there? Hello, by the way. Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you being here with us. Didn't say that at the beginning, so thank you. Um, and yeah, are there any things that come to mind, like teachings that folks could take away, whether they live near the ocean or not, that they're on a planet that's, I think it's about 71% ocean filled.
Mm.
So whether you live by the ocean or not, you're certainly being impacted by the ocean. And none of us would be here if we didn't have a healthy, clean ocean.
Mm.
Um, so yeah, any lessons that any of us that you guys might want to share?
Like Aretha said, RESPECT, respect. When I was a young boy, went up to Fire Island to visit my friend Steve, and his parents had a place there for the summer. And playing on the beach every day and going out in the ocean. One time I was swept out. I was starting to be swept out by a current, and it was really scary. It was really scary. I felt this power just pulling me out, and if I wasn't able to get out of it, I'd be sucked out. So I swam real hard laterally and got out of that rip current and made it back into shore. And I was really shaken. I was maybe like 8, 9, 10 years old, something like that. And I felt the power of Mother Ocean. That there's going out in the ocean, go out there to enjoy, have a good time, be inspired, be healed, be blessed, but pay attention and respect its power. Do not take it for granted. Like the old saying, don't turn your back to Mother Ocean when you're standing there by the beach. And also then when I grew into my own spiritual growth and understanding was every time before I go out in the ocean, give thanks to Mother Ocean for her being and for her creation and prayers for her health. And then go into Mother Ocean. When I come out, give thanks for Spirit of Mother Ocean. So first teaching about Mother Ocean, respect her power.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like there so many people are afraid of the ocean. Um, and it's interesting because it is uh, this unknown, it actually, I think we know less about the ocean than space or something,
Yeah.
um, which is interesting. And um, there's, a lot of things in the ocean. There's things that could eat us, sharks. There's seaweed which we think may eat us at times, or, people freak out about the seaweed.
You get tangled in it.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. There's a lot of things that we don't know, and
Mhm.
I think the practice of being in respect and learning about the unknown is a practice with the ocean. It is always changing, like we said. It is powerful, and so coming to it with humility and curiosity, also, like, slowly, um, and in respect, I think it truly is. It changes your relationship with it, because so often, yeah, people don't educate themselves, or they go in too quickly, and then, yeah, things will happen. You'll get sent into a riptide, or a big wave will crash, and you'll get jarred and scared. And so I think finding people maybe that know about the ocean, or that could educate you, and then putting on some goggles and looking in underneath into that unknown, and seeing that it's not that scary. Um, if you have a snorkel and a mask, you get to look down there and see that it's a whole life living down there, that we take for granted, because we can't see it that often. So I would say it's not so scary, and if anything, be curious and come humbly with respect, and, yeah, teaches you a lot.
Yeah. That made me think of like just the waves too, of like literal, the way they move in quantum physics, and like wave interference, the way they, butt up against each other and become one. And or do they, fight and one wave wins out over the other. And yeah, super interesting the way waves, sound waves, fractal, like ocean waves are one of the waves that we can actually see, but like literally we're in waves all the time.
Hmm.
Things that make you go,
I think for me, first off, I just want to give a shout out to uh, uh, everyone over there, those who may be tuning in from Gabon. Those are uh, my paternal line ancestors, and they're known as the people of the beach,
oh,
people of
cool.
the water. And the flag is blue, gold, and green. Green is for the earth, and
Mm,
yellow is for the sun.
mm,
The blue is for the ocean, the water. And it's in when throughout Africa, Gabon is known to have one of the largest areas of forest natural forest life, and it's called, they literally call it a place of Eden.
Wait, force life or forest life?
Forest, like
Forest life. Okay.
forest. Um,
I'm feeling a calling that we need to go do some listening together over in Gabon.
so I would. This is our own. Will we in 2026? Um,
Feeling it?
my intention to go and to participate in the Bwiti ceremony
Mm.
there in Gabon. Maybe that's something that we can all think about
Yeah. Do a listening
together,
retreat there.
and going in there and participating in that space. But my resource, I would. Oh no, I'm sorry. Were you going to say something?
Oh, just that'd be amazing.
Yes, I'd like to talk more about that.
Let's do it.
And I would recommend a resource. There's a movie. It's called Wade in the Water.
Okay.
And if anyone ever gets a chance, if any of you get a chance to see it, it's Wade in the Water. I don't know if you guys can see that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But Wade in the Water. It's an incredible film, a recent film. Uh, but yeah, I would highly invite all of you to take a peek at that.
Awesome. All
Nice.
right.
Too.
Hey, Shareef, you said did I hear you right saying that the people
Of Gabon?
your of Gabon are people of the
Yes, they're
beach?
known.
That must be where I started, man. Where
Hey,
my people started. I must be Gabon because I'm
there
a
it
man of the
is.
beach.
There it is. I love it. I love it. Yes. It can all be like a returning. You can go there and yeah.
I see a trip forming for sure,
I'm
and
putting
we'll
it out
we'll
there,
keep
and I'm
all of
going to
you
keep you
posted in
moving.
case you want to join us. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds
Um, so I want to be respectful of people's times and just so appreciate this gathering together. And next time I get in the ocean, I'm feeling like I'm going to be thinking of each of you even more.
mm.
Any closing words that you would like to offer? And then, Dad, maybe you can take us out with a little visualization about connecting with the ocean. Or actually, let's flip that. Dad, could you take us on a little visualization about connecting with the ocean wherever we happen to be geographically, bodily in the world? And then we can each say a quick word. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we're living in an ocean of air, waves of air coming to us, and so we can just bring our awareness to the wave, energetic wave of life force coming into us with the breath, follow it down inside of ourselves, and drop into the looks within place, in which there's no time or separation. There's just now-ness of oneness, and our spirits can travel to the ocean, to whatever ocean we'd like to be at. We can just send our spirits to travel to Mother Ocean in whatever location is our favorite place of ocean. And just take a moment to connect with her waves, her continuing flow of energy that we call waves. She's constantly giving to us. And all the people that live inside of Mother Earth, all the swimming people that live inside of Mother Ocean. Prayers for those people. Many of them are threatened by many of the conditions of what's happening on our planet today. So protection prayers and healing prayers and gratitude prayers for Mother Earth, Mother Ocean, and all of her people. Thank you. Oh, Amprios.
Thank you. Andrew, any closing words for the day? Or Shareef, whoever feels.
Yeah. Well, just great gratitude to the ocean and all the wisdom it's given. Honestly, I think it's been one of the biggest teachers for me in my life, and I still it doesn't tire. Like every single time I go into the ocean, it teaches me something. So I think it's endlessly giving, and so I just yeah, great gratitude, and also for all of you for showing up here, and all the people watching, um, and I hope you get out and let go of some fear and find somebody to go to the ocean with who can support you and push you into a wave, because that is the ultimate joy. And yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. It is so the ocean is like it's like such fear, but then also like it brings back such a childish, just free character, like just free playing. Like I just feel like a little kid out there all the time. So
Mm.
yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
Closing chant. Ocean Mother, oh Mother, thank you for your life. Ocean Mother, thank you for your life.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Mm.
We can put some notes in the show notes about resources that we mentioned, different organizations taking people out surfing, um, and just resources for finding ways to connect with the ocean where you might be. And anything else, Shareef? Last.
This is just what a great opportunity. Gratitude to all of you, and love being here. And let's continue to surf on
Yeah,
and ride this
absolutely.
wave.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, there's so much work around like biomimicry with like energy efficiency and harnessing wave power rather than using fossil fuels for energy, like eco wave power, ocean core power. So there's just endless. A lot of stuff being done with kelp and seaweed. It's like the bamboo of the ocean. It can grow so fast and such a good sustainable resource for lots of different kinds of nourishment. So just endless. If we take care of it, endless ways that it can take care of us back. So
Yeah, actually, Kimberly,
yeah,
thinking that let's all remember this is a living thing. Every time we
yes,
have a glass of water, every time we take a shower, this is not something that serves us. Let's just
yep,
remember this is our relative. It's a
yep,
living thing. It's something, and when you start to remember that and connect with that, I think you'll notice life is just so much more in hand. So,
Mm.
you know, gratitude to the water and the remembrance that this
yes,
right.
is our closest and dearest relative.
absolutely. Remembering. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate all of your time. Appreciate all of you out in the world joining and listening with us. And drop us a note. Talk to you soon.
Great.
Take care. Bye.